Samples. I use them, you use them, we all use them. But what if we could do more than just grabbing a sample and playing it with some reverb? Something like granulation. Let's grab some samples and explore these techniques to create some beautiful synth paths. I'm gonna be using Ableton and Granulator, but you can get pretty similar results with any granular synthesis device, whatever you got going on in FL Studio. I downloaded a couple sounds from samplefocus.com. Unlike a normal sampler, in Granulator, when we drop a sample, it breaks it into tiny sections called grains. We can decide a position and a grain size. Those two are the most important parameters that we are going to be playing with. We can not only move these parameters around, but actually add modulation. But first, it's nice to think about what we actually want to do. Because in this case, we know we want to create a pad sound. If we go here, we have an amplitude envelope. It's going to be essential to turn up the attack and some release. Let's add some of these modulations. We could use the integrated LFO. We can apply it here on each parameter, for example, position, LFO. We turn this up or down. We are following the LFO shape and rate, which in this case is a sine wave going at 0.90 Hz. What I don't like about this LFO is that we don't have a visual confirmation of. And a really simple way to bypass that is to just use an external LFO, like this one. In this case, I have this one set up with random at 0.80, 0.90 Hz. If we go to map, we can just click on the position. We have the visual confirmation of what is going on. By changing this percentage, we can change the limits of our modulation. So we can give it more room or less room. I also have some smooth, because otherwise it will be too drastic. Let's go ahead and add some of these to grain size as well. Now, that's too much. The good thing about doing modulation instead of the remote option is that we still have control over the parameter. And for me, it's a lot easier to establish the position that I want. I want this movement to be a lot more subtle because I don't want the grain size to be changing that much. Just some slight variation. With the spread parameter, we can make this a little bit more stereo. But be careful, because if you go all the way, it's going to start to sound awful. Or not, depending on what you are looking for. Let's add the same LFO to the shape. In the middle we have a nice fade in and out, but here it's going to be more plucky. And here we have a lot of attack. So we can move this around too, but subtle. The grain size is changing a lot. This is also too fast for me. Now we can start adding some effects. For dirtiness, compression, and this is a reverb from Baby Audio. There is also an integrated filter that, of course, we can also modulate. Let's try a vocal sample, like this one. And that's pretty much it. It's not very complex, but you do need to make your own experiments, because depending on what sample you feed this machine, the settings and the post-production is going to be different. It's a really good exercise to find what you like. Slowly but surely create your own sound. I would recommend that you record every time you are playing around, like I was just now. Save those loops and start accumulating your own samples. And Sample Focus has actually motivated me a lot to export my samples and share them with other people. When you share a sample, you get credits, so you can download other samples. Try it and see what you can find.